Hello, guys. How you doing? Well, we are live on YouTube, and I'll wait for a couple of minutes. Let some people get to realize I'm here. Not too long. Anyway, just to bring you a little up to date, we had a live show on Facebook Live, just a little while ago. And I had guests here that were from the convoy. And we got the skinny on all the shit that went down on the convoy. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. The convoy is back home. And what happens first thing this morning, I get a call from some of the yellow vesters that went out on the convoy. And they came back with the truth about how they were treated while out on the convoy. Now, bear in mind, these people went out there, they put out their heart and soul into helping become a part of this. And I put, well, most of you know, I put a month's work into this, 3 or 4 videos a day to promote this convoy and the whole 9 yards. And now that the convoy is back, the truth is coming out about how people were treated while out there trying to unite the country. And for me, it's very upsetting. Some people stole the show. And it was not pleasant to listen to. Because when you've got a bunch of people involved, you know, you make provisions, you make plans to include those people because that's your whole movement. Okay? These people are putting everything into it to accomplish something. And they believed in it. And what I hear is that they were shit on, which is very upsetting. So that wasn't very nice to have an understanding of. Without going into all the details, basically that's what happened. And they got made to go in the snow, and they never had a say because certain people stole the show away from the Yellow Vest movement. And it was hijacked by a few people. And it was terrible to hear the real logistics of what went on with the people that got involved and went out there and took part in this whole thing. Which is a shame. A very bad shame. Big shame. So, as a result, sure, they looked like they were up there uniting the country, but in reality, the people that went out there to support it by being in it were treated like shit. Plain and simple. And there are some out there taking all the credit for what happened. But they're not giving the credit where the credit is due. In my case, for example, for a month prior to this convoy going out to do its job, I put my heart and soul into this. And I did 3-4 videos a day promoting this convoy. And not once in that first month did I ever receive a call from Glenn Garrett. Not once. In fact, it was me that had to reach out to him because he didn't put on his friggin' yellow jacket. He was standing off like he was something very special when he wasn't special at all. He conned a bunch of people to go to Ottawa and treat them like shit. That's what happened. So my hat's not off to Glenn Garrett or the rest of these little jokers that hijacked the movement away from people that were out there caring about the whole thing. I mean, if it wasn't for those people, there wouldn't have been a movement. That's basically what happened. I'm not too happy about hearing that these people were not properly looked after. But I mean, the whole thing was rushed. The logistics were behind it were not properly looked at ahead of time. They were rushed. And when you have that many people involved in a movement, you've got to make provision for, bathroom stops and stuff like this. You got to think about the people involved. And the people involved were putting their heart and soul into it, and they were pretty much treated like shit. That's the long and short of it. So, that's basically what happened behind the scenes. And as for me, not once did I receive a call from Glenn Garrett about how much work I put into it. And Guy Annable, he put a bunch of work into it. He was shit on the first day, before the convoy or the day that the convoy left. He had set up a bunch of events and stuff like that, and hotels, and he was shit on. Okay? There was quite a bit of shitting on going on. Now, as far as the money goes, that has yet to be determined about where all the money went that was donated for fuel and so on. And one of the things in this was the rule that was passed around was, if anybody gives you any money, it's got to go to Glenn Garrett. Huh? Well, okay then, Mr. Glenn Garrett. Let's find out in the future where all the money went for this whole event. I'm wondering where it went. Because one of the things that was said to these convoyers was that if you leave the now get this, after they got to Ottawa, they were disgusted with the event on the first day. Okay? They were being made to go in snow up to your ass almost, okay? What was her name? I can't remember her name. Anyway, she's in a wheelchair and was carried to the stage because there was too much snow to be, rolling up there. She had to be carried to the stage because there was so much snow. And then after being put on the stage, she was told to be quiet, in a sense. Insult. Very insulting. She was very upset that night. And all the yellow vesters were shushed, silenced, We're told not to give out any interviews. None. So what was the point of getting all the yellow vest people onto a convoy only to shut them up and treat them like shit? I found that very, very insulting. The truth is coming out, and I brought out the truth. Hey, I helped promote the convoy. I don't get shushed. Okay? I'm bringing out the truth. The truth of the matter is, the people that helped support it by getting involved were shit on. Not good. Not cool. In fact, anyway, never once received a call from Glenn Garrett of thank you very much, you were a great help, or any of that, or a call, of anything. Or I mean, it was just a complete joke, Oh, and Jamie donated, but I think, wait a minute. Yeah. Jamie, the one that came out with the song that we went with because it was so good, to unite people. He donated money. But I think, I don't know, I'm not going to get into that, but for the gas cards that CJ Clayton donated were mysteriously left at home on the day of the convoy that left on the 14th, I understand, as well. Okay. A lot of funny things going on with the money in this aspect. Okay. So that's yet to be determined as to where all this money went. Okay. So that's the long and skinny of it, people. A lot of people put their heart and soul into this movement to unite this country. And these people were shit on by the organizers of the convoy. Plain and simple. It's very upsetting. And, they're taking lots of glory for going out there to unite the country. But long and short of it is, the people that got involved were treated like shit. And I find that very, very upsetting. But yet, it's not over yet. There's much more coming, but not by those people. The stuff that's coming in the future is going to be organized by different people. And we're going to make sure that we've learned a very good lesson that, we're going to have to be very much more careful about who's organizing what in the future, because that is not going to happen again. I find it just very a big letdown. Okay, is what I find. And for those that think I'm such a hard ass for bringing out the truth behind this, I'm sorry. I am standing behind the truth, not the bullshit. And there was a lot of bullshit. And I'm not going to stand behind it. I'm going to bring out the truth. Because what was done to these people was totally uncalled for and hijacked. Very, very wrong thing to do. So, that's where I'm going to leave it, people. I'm going to leave it up to you to find out the truth, which I'm bringing you the truth. Okay? I'm not standing behind any bullshit, never will. No way. Next time, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. Because that's wrong. Very wrong. To organize a bunch of people and treat them like crap. Not going to happen again. Yeah, It's a good song and it's going to stay in the forefront. But I promise you one thing: what happened to those people is not going to happen again in any movement I take part in. My hat is back on them apparently, because we're going to follow the money. We're going to find out what happens to money, to the money that Glenn Garrett has taken from lots of people. And if I find out what's going on, which we'll be looking into, I'll bring it to you. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Okay? And if they want to try hide it, that's fine. But it's going to come out eventually. I have lots of people telling me lots of things. You know, they don't know who they're screwing with. You know, but I was the last guy you want to screw with. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to tell you right now that the people that were involved in this convoy were shit on. And that's very bad, very bad. I'm not happy about that, including myself, including others, you know. So we move on from here. Tomorrow's another day. And we're going to continue to unite this country without a few bad apples. Because it's quite a shame. Quite a shame. I'm very disgusted with what's happened. And there's more to come. So stay tuned. If you're in this for the first time. Oh, maybe we'll have a little surprise. Oh, watch this. Maybe we'll have a little surprise here. Yeah, go ahead, Dallas.
Yeah, Kevin just told me you're going to go live tonight.
What's that?
Kevin just told me you're going to go live tonight.
I'm on live on YouTube right now.
And you're on YouTube?
Yep. On my channel. Live.
Well, didn't fucking pop up on my fucking screen.
What's that?
Sorry for like, oh, sorry. I'm swearing on your show.
Yeah, we're live, Dallas.
Okay, sorry, buddy. I just didn't pop up.
At least I've got the guts enough to say I'm live. Unbeknownst to some that conned me and into a phone call that I didn't even know I was live. But you're live, Dallas.
I'm alive now. So
You're live right now.
Hey, listen to me. Hey.
Yeah, we're listening.
The
whole world's listening.
Good. I do love you, my friend. The greatest thing about you that I always respected, honestly, you're not a politician.
No, I'm not a politician. I'm a trucker.
And you care about this country.
That I do.
And I know that. Let me see if I can get in here so I can see you, my friend.
What's that?
I'm trying to find your show.
Just go to my channel, Rudy Bruce Live, or look up, it should be under Rudy Bruce, I would think. The title is The Yellow Jackets Movement in Canada.
I'm on your page right now, Rudy Bruce.
Okay, well, look up live the Yellow Jackets Movement in Canada. That's the title.
No, it's not showing up on my side.
Well, I've got people here I've got 2 people in here right now, Dallas.
Well, me and Dart are both trying to find it. Isn't that weird?
Well, on this channel, I don't block anybody.
We can still talk. Hey,
yeah, go ahead.
You know, I look at it this way. You busted your butt, 3 days of shows, and you were learning as you go too, and you're having fun, and you're meeting new people, and I respect that. And there's days I shake my head at you, and I remember one time that when you found out about transgender, and I laughed, and me and Darlene, we sat here and we laughed about it, right? You know what I'm saying? You
laughed about?
Well, when you found out about it, because I've always knew about it, right? It's 45 years ago it happened, right? You had a kid at 21, right? The problem is, you say the right things, and that's why we love you. And other people, they get confused because they don't know. And we watched it last week with that girl that came on there. She was worried about stuff, right? You know, this nation, and I love it as much as you do, and there's many other people love this nation. The greatest thing was the unity of going across Canada. It was amazing. We're always going to. There's one thing I've always learned: that some people they want to have the show. The best thing is we all are the same, fighting the same corrupt, lying, thieving, criminal organization. I call them the cult, whatever you want to call them. But you were, your shows are good, man. And you're learning as you go. And I don't think the convoy went well. And tomorrow, I mean, it went well. You know why? Because all those Canadians got out there and they were laughing and watching those children on the sides there wearing the yellow vests. We know they hijacked it from the beginning, and that's sad. But we're going to learn from these mistakes, and we're going to get better, and we're going to learn that we're not going to trust people to lead us. We're all going to be the leaders that we have to be. We can't trust somebody else. We have to break the path. And that's the bottom line. And you break the path. Guess what? I think your views tonight were like 10,000, so that's pretty good, my friend. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
There you go. So it's all good. But yeah, and then, I heard so much slack today, I always try to think about this logically. We love the people of this country, natives, and we need to get the natives to join us. We need all of us to come together because we're losing this country. I spent, I wire feeded today from Europe onto Zurich, and I had to show the people the devastation of that country, what's happening over there, and I don't want that to happen to my country. And it's coming very soon, and I feel so sad because our younger generations, like, 1980s, 1990s, are so vaccinated with drugs and GMOs and poisons. Fluoride in toothpaste. They don't care. And I see rapids on our street of drug, alcohol, and abuse, and sexual assault, and pedophiles, and rape and pillage. It's not normal.
No, not at all.
And that scares me.
Yeah.
And even tonight, right? I had to leave Paul. I mean, I created the first de jure, right? I had to leave Paul. You know why? The dictator.
Yeah.
He was telling me things like you can't. We don't want parties in here. You have one voice. I have one voice. Rudy has one voice. My wife has one voice. Everybody has one voice. You can't tell people what to think. I'm inviting everybody from the Conservative Party in. You know why? I want them to know that if you vote for any of these globalists, lying parties, you're going to torpedo our ship. I don't. If somebody wants to build a party for Canada, yes, you can build a party. If that party is going to remove these criminals, yes, I'm 100% for it. You never go into battle with one plan. You go into battle with 5, 6, 10 plans. The first 5 plans are pretty simple. We can't beat them with Jay. Then we'll beat them with Rick. We can't beat them with Rick. Then we'll figure another plan.
Yeah.
Right? That's the bottom line. No, I mean, we knew, you know what frustrates me the most in life?
You know what frustrates me in life, Dallas?
Sure, tell me.
People that turn around and stab others in the back.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did some. Rick Boswell and Derek, they love you now. You know why? They come to your show and they sat your show all night long. And they've been to your shows every night. You know why?
Why?
I said, maybe he doesn't know about the Bilderberg Group. Maybe he doesn't know about the Illuminati. Maybe he doesn't know about the Zionist Foundation.
Put it this way, Dallas.
why?
Maybe they didn't know me
You know
at
why?
all, period. Maybe they picked on the wrong fucking guy.
No,
Maybe that.
I think what happened, I honestly, what I think, honestly, is I think that maybe sometimes we just don't listen to each other. And that's the saddest thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time I come out and say, you know, I'm here to help save this country, they might take it a little more seriously.
Well, they already know that. You know why?
Why is that?
I told them.
Yeah?
He cares about this country.
But they couldn't take it from me. They had to take it from you?
No, see, that's how they divide us.
Oh, well, I'm not divided. They might.
No.
I'm
Not
still
you.
on the same track, ain't I?
Other people. See, other people that don't want this country saved, we have shills everywhere.
Yeah,
Because
well,
Nick
okay,
Drake
Dallas,
pops in there
okay.
causes a bunch of shit to the
I'm not gonna go off into Wonderland with you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But anyway, okay, Dallas, thanks for your call.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a good day.
So anyways, people, what does it take to unite a country that you love so much? What does it take to get people to understand that I know what's going on and it's not good, okay? What is it gonna take to get people to unite and stand on the right ground instead of the wrong? What is it gonna take? Tell me. You know? I mean, I know I talk perfect English, you know? And I've said this many, many, many times, that our country's in trouble. And it's around you. It's all around you. And right now, the one thing we have to focus on right now is Parliament and getting things straightened out there. There's a petition going around, and I encourage you to sign it. Go onto my Facebook page, and it says it right there on one of the posts. Sign this, because we've got to let Jody speak. So that's most important right now, guys. Anything else is just now water under the bridge. And we're going to move on. And we're going to continue to unite this country. Because that's where it's at right now. Oh, you'd have to go to, well, to sum it up for you, okay? The Yellow Vests got involved in the convoy. Lots of them. And donations came in. Lots of them. These people went out on the convoy, and as they did, they got treated like shit, basically. Okay? Because the logistics of it were not properly planned out. It was a rush job, okay? For the few that wanted to steal the platform. The Yellow Vest people never got a chance to say anything or really, you know, do anything except follow along and many other things. Basically, they were shit on. That's to sum it up. But it is not going to happen again. We have other things planned, and it's not going to be planned by those individuals. The next planning is going to be done much better, with more thought about the people involved in the movement. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm we're going around in circles, but basically, I'm asking you for one more time: get involved with this movement because our country's in trouble. Just look around. I'm not gonna keep telling you. Look around. Do your education. Get involved. Because if you don't get involved, I can't do this alone. I need all your help. And we've got to all stand together. The press is doing a great job at dividing us now because of the bullshit that went on with this convoy. Okay? We're not racists. Our movement is to save the country. That's what it's all about. Because there's a lot of shit going on. Just look around you. Do your own education. I've already spelled it out for you. So I'll leave that there. Thanks for joining, and I hope you do get involved. And where do we take it from here? More to come, because I ain't giving up yet. I'm a tough old guy. So till next time, I'm just getting the word out there.